Welcome learners. In this entire module, we are going to target list views. Probably you would not see any app that would not have a scrolling behavior. Right from your YouTube, wherein you can scroll on not only your short videos but also the long videos which have infinite length. More upon Amazon, Flipkart, or be it any e-commerce website. It has tons of products, and the best way to show is a list. Perhaps we're going to start with creating very small list, wherein I'm going to show to you how, with the help of page views, we'll be creating 3 different pages. Well, what are page views? Page views are swipeable components which you can use onto your Flutter app so that you can have a smooth scrolling, horizontal or a vertical scrolling. However, in our case, we would be resorting to horizontal scrolling. We will create 3 pages into our app. Those 3 pages will each demonstrate to you one particular list in more details. Then we're going to dive into something called as Flutter widgets and the widget tree, wherein the design of the widget, how it gets translated, and then the operating system for the Flutter, how does it interpret it. We're going to learn in more details. And finally, the last project, we will have an entire custom list. For example, how you notice on Amazon, wherein the list has got left side to be the product image, followed by the product title, price of it, and the description of it. How will that get created? From the very basics we're going to do in this entire module. Stay around and you'll have a very good action-packed knowledge transfer into your Flutter app. Let me now create the entire blueprint for our module 3. So here we will start with list operations. List operations. Now you'll hardly come across an app in which you'll not have a scrolling behavior, be it your favorite Amazon to your YouTube, from Netflix to anywhere where you would be buying your groceries. You'll see that list is one particular thing that will particularly be used into mobile app. How do we go about creating those lists? From the very scratch, we're going to see in this particular module. Second is going to be the widget tree. Now when it comes to Flutter, what we noticed is from the first main function, we started creating our widgets. Let's imagine over here there is this container where we begin our operation from. The container has got one row, the row has got 2 columns, and in fact 3 columns, so on and so forth. The tree is keeping on growing. So what I'm trying to show to you over here is the widget tree. Let's say if it misses out on a node, the white color line which exists from the parent to the container, if it loses, then this part of the widget is without a parent, which now has no idea of where it should be displaying it itself. Hence, what will happen in this particular scenario, and why we should be not first of all letting the app fall into this scenario. We are going to talk in much more details on this widget tree. Now the widget tree holds a huge amount of conceptual information. That's because you'll probably use this concept to be on any part of Flutter app. Once the widget tree explanation is over, we'll move to a custom list. Now over here we'll try to bit complex, or in fact you can see we'll try to have some kind of an resemblance to WhatsApp screen, wherein you will have this, let's say a card, and the left side of the card is going to load an image followed by product details and the price, etc., etc. So all of that, let me show to you with the help of a very simple example. So this, in fact, this start page views is where we're going to start with. This page 1, which actually shows a very simple list. You'll see there's a left icon, a right icon, and then on the center we have all the days of the particular week. Moving to the page 2 is, you can see, we tried to customize each of the items. Here the first item has got a right icon, the second item has got a left icon, and in fact the third one has got multiple text widgets. Here the only perception which I have is to show to you how you can customize each and every item onto a list. Following by this particular entire screen, wherein the images which you see here are actually being downloaded over the internet. Secondly, this data which you have is kind of a custom data or a custom screen that will create, and then I'm going to show to you how we can have this particular card to get composed from the very beginning. Hopefully the entire description for the list went very good. That's because you saw the entire demonstration of what is going to lie ahead in the module. Well, it's not going to be just that. You are also going to understand from the very scratch how a listview.builder is going to work. In order to catch all of that, see you in the next video.